Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. So I just want to make a quick update to my previous video. This dotted yellow line represents the top of our previous triangle that I believed we were breaking out of here. And we did attempt to bust a move there. But what has happened is that we simply extended the triangle and we formed this perfectly symmetrical triangle that has a vertex right here at our support resistance line of 30,480. So I expect us to continue to consolidate here between about 30,100 and 30,800-ish. Um, and what this is doing now, this yellow vertical line, dashed line, represents the PCE numbers, but those aren't a big deal. They will be the same as the CPI numbers that we just saw a couple weeks ago or last week or whatever it was, because they're for the same time period. So that's not what we've extended the triangle for. What we've extended the triangle for is the end of the month. They want to drag this out to the end of June. And I expect to see a breakout then, sometime between now and the end of the month. And who knows when that could be? Could be any time. Um, the alternative would be a breakdown, and given given what's going on in the environment with the big institutions jumping in and everything, I just don't see that. It would take a big black swan. Anyway, the breakout from this area, here's the target right here. I've carried that over. It would be in this zone right here, somewhere between 32,380 and 32,990. So between 32 and 33,000. Well, that's the target, first of all, from this leg here, this measured target. But where does that take us? Let me go to the daily to show you a little bit better. Here on the daily, our target right here, if I scroll back to November, wait, yeah, I want to go way back. Let me go way back here. So that puts us somewhere between this high of May 31st, this high of May 31st, 2022, and this low of January 24th, 2022. That looks like a good place for us to take a break before, I believe, continuing on upward. And the reason for that is that I believe we are just inching our way upward. And if I zoom out a little bit more, um, you can see that our target is here at around 40,000. And that is the target from this bull flag pattern that we had been making for months and months and months. And everybody's saying that this little move that we're making here isn't. You don't consolidate for months and months in this parallel channel here to make this little move here. And our measured move from this pole here to this pole here is up around $40,000. I had this. This is our prediction cross here. I had it way over here, but I wasn't serious about that. Um, I slid it over to the first week of August, and the center line of the purple channel we've been trading in um, since the FTX collapse, or trading about, I should say, since the FTX collapse. And I think that's a reasonable goal by the first week of August, and it would just be a continuation of this trend that we've been following since then. So I don't think there's anything else I wanted to add right now. So like, subscribe, and we'll see what happens. Oh, P.S. So I should address this. These red curved lines represent the mean band of the weekly Gaussian channel. This one here is the top of the weekly Gaussian channel. We've just broken through here. Typically, what has happened in the past, when we break through the Gaussian channel, we usually come up a little bit more than we have so far. Um, Typically, the move is anywhere from 30 to 80% um, from the top of the Gaussian channel. Currently, we are at 6%. So, but I understand this is a different time. If we came up to my first target area, right here, that's a 13% move. So I think once we hit that we will come down and retest at least this 30,380, and possibly this other 29,800 level, these two horizontal lines here. Now, I don't necessarily think we will come back down to the top of the Gaussian channel, because the top of the Gaussian channel is not what is important. We may come down to this dashed line at 28,800. This line, or this line. And the reason for that is because once we have a big move upward from the top of the Gaussian channel, we typically come back down and retest our previous support levels, not the top of the Gaussian channel. I've talked about this in previous videos. And our previous support levels are any one of these three lines, whatever the market determines. I think this would be extreme, 28,800. I think it's going to be one of these two lines that we retest. Most probably, well, could be either one. We could get a fake out here. I think it'll be the top one at 30,000. Whatever I said, 30. What is that? 30,380. Yeah, or 480. 30,480. I think that'll be where we retest, but we could see a quick fake out here to catch people off guard. We could see some quick moves down in this region, but you have to be fast to catch those, I believe. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves. So between these two dashed lines is the target for now, and come back down, and then go back up to the 38, 30, somewhere between 37 and $40,000 in this range. Okay, see you next time.